stay out of Taika. Sora?
One najmaj faust! Am krasut kaj murit, draguc! My last secret, Draga. I didn't tell you this one because, well, I had assumed him dead. The last time I saw him was during Soviet occupation. I took him in when he was very young because he is the last direct descendant of the Dachshunds. And he became like a son to me, but we were separated during the revolution. Dragul meu, acest lucru este foarte bun, prieten meu Alfred. Alfred, this is Doran, but you would probably know him better as the Republic of Moldova.
Un cantante cunoștință.
Hi. What did you just say?
He said it's nice to meet you.
Oh! Nice to meet you too, little dude. Does he speak any English?
Da, I speak English, just haven't in a while.
Never mind that. Where on earth have you been for the last 25 years, copilul meu?
Isolation.
Ce este aceasta, Doran? Vampire fangs!
I thought you smelled different somehow.
Doran, my darling, why do you have vampire fangs?
Isn't he a vampire like the rest of you?
No.
Yeah.
No, Doran, you're a werewolf, not a vampire.
I'm kind of both now.
What? Wait. I thought you said vampire werewolf hybrids were rare.
They are. But he's not a hybrid, he's... What do you mean you're kind of both now?
Kind of a long story, Taika.
Dude, I am so freaking confused right now.
I think we all are, Alfred.
I don't care how long this story is, Doran. Please, explain this to me. The last time I saw you, you were all that remained of the Dachshund werewolf tribe. Pure-blooded werewolf.
Oh, I'm still a werewolf, Taika. Just not so pure-blooded anymore. But maybe we should start at the beginning. My friend still looks very confused.
Friend?
Very good, friend.
Fang, come on, we're a little more than that.
Do you want to hear the full story or not, Alfie? Please, Doran, I am dying to hear this.
Yeah, Taika. The beginning first.
Right. So, like I said, I took Doran in when he was very young, but it was Nikolai who found him. Ce este, Ștefan? Ce este greșit?
Is there a reason you're speaking to me so formally, Vladimir?
I haven't seen you face to face in quite a number of years, Nikolai. I suppose it's instinct.
My apologies for that, Fiumio. It is a necessary evil.
Știu. Taika.
I'm afraid that this is not merely a social call, Vladimir. I have something very important to tell you. Or rather, someone very important to introduce you to. Vino, copil. Vladimir, this boy's name is Doran. He is the last direct descendant of the Dacian werewolf tribe.
You brought a werewolf into my castle.
Da Vladimir, a Dacian werewolf.
Zia. He's related to Zia.
He is her nephew, and therefore yours as well, by marriage.
But Zia didn't have any brothers.
Not while she was alive, no.
You were married to Aunt Zia? I never knew her, of course. But my father told me very nice stories about her. Until he died.
How did he die?
Dark vampires raided our village. They killed off our entire tribe. I only survived because there happened to be a very nice Dutchman nearby. And he rescued me.
Dutchman?
And a hunter no less. Dracopil.
That. He had an awful lot of weaponry and equipment to be a deer hunter, but that's what he called himself. He didn't know that I was part of the tribe. He just thought that I was a normal human child, and he took me to an orphanage in Targovishte, but I knew I couldn't stay there and put the human children in danger. And so, I wandered off on my own, until Nikolai found me.
We're keeping him, right? Tell me! We're keeping him, Nikolai! He's just too sweet!
But I thought you wanted nothing more to do with werewolves, Vladimir. After Zia's death, you swore to hate them, remember? You're even hiding from Koshmina that...
Nikolai! Please! Varog!
Vladimir, the decision is entirely yours and Doran's. This is why I've brought him to you.
Would you like to stay here with me? You're my nephew, but I'd rather treat you like a son, if that's alright. You'd have an older sister, Koshmina, and 2 older brothers, Radu and Cesar.
Really? Do you mean it? I can have family again?
So long as you don't mind that we're vampires instead of werewolves.
And you don't mind if I'm a werewolf instead of a vampire?
Full moons will be significantly more interesting around here, but no, we don't mind.
Yeah!
Vladimir Female, Eshevine.
Am I dreaming again? Are you another hallucination?
No, Dragomir, I'm really here. The Russian has been starving you.
No, not exactly. I used to get one dying soldier every 3 months if I was well behaved. But I think the war must be over because I haven't been fed in over 6 months. I've been counting.
Darling, the war has been over for 44 years now. Nearly as long as you've been here. I'm so sorry it's taken me this long to rescue you. But the dark magic surrounding Russia is nearly impossible to breach without arousing suspicion. It's taken me this long to find a way, and even now we don't have much time. Not too much now, Draguts. I need enough energy to get us both the hell out of here safely.
2 of us? No, Taiga, it isn't just me. Ivan's keeping Doran around here somewhere too, and then there's Victor. I can't leave him alone here either.
Vladimir, I'm sorry, but I only have enough energy left to transport you and myself. I may be able to return for Doran in a few years after I've had the chance to store up enough energy. But I'm afraid the Bulgarian is on his own.
No, Nikolai, I can't leave them here. I won't.
You must, Vladimir. Do you understand that it has taken me over 40 years to accumulate enough energy to perform magic strong enough to rescue you without being noticed?
But Nikolai, Taika...
I will help you to rescue them politically from outside the Soviet Union. But right here and now, you and I need to go before the Russian and his mother sense my magic. I'm serious, Vladimir. Trust me, female.
Видите? Привет, my vampiric friend.
Привет, Иван. С днем рождения.
You're 3 days early, but спасибо. You know, if you really wanted me to have a happy birthday, you would have warned me about Vavochka escaping and bringing on the Romanian Revolution. That would have been nice to know, that.
Yeah, it would. But as I have previously explained to you, his sire is practically invisible on everyone's radar. It's nearly impossible to follow his movements. How was I to know that he would sneak by your magic undetected?
It doesn't matter now anyway. We are, as Matushka puts it, cleaning house, that? Which brings me to our first order of business this quarter. Would you be interested in adopting a puppy?
Прошу прощения.
I thought you might say that. Oh, but it was worth a try. How about this? How would you like to invest in a tiny part of land that, not well, directly part of Romania, is right next door?
Now I'm listening. Продолжайте, пожалуйста.
The child's name is Doran. He's not much of a nation right now, but he has potential. I just don't have the time, the energy, or the motivation to deal with him. Especially now that Vavochka has revolted. He's the last descendant of an ancient Romanian werewolf tribe. Hence the puppy comment, and why I thought you'd be interested in obtaining him.
Werewolf tribe. The Dacians by chance?
I'm not sure, but I think so, that.
Is he feral? Housebroken?
Feral? Niet. He's actually a very sweet little thing. Housebroken? Mostly that. He's very obedient, and he really isn't much trouble. Then again, I keep him locked in an impenetrable room most of the time. Especially during full moon, huh?
I'll take him.
Kazi. You know you don't get something for nothing.
What is your price?
Well, let me see. Since Vavochka isn't living here anymore, that means you'll be going back to keeping a close eye on him, da? Alright then. In turn for giving Doran to you, I want information. Any and all information you get about Vavochka. Dogovorilis?
And for how long am I to play your informant?
For the rest of time.
You have no idea how unreasonable you are, do you? You, as always, drive a hard bargain, Ivan, but I accept.
You know, you're one of the only people who can drink my vodka like that without choking and coughing and sputtering.
Vampire.
So, what are you going to do to him, the little werewolf?
Well, considering I highly doubt the young mutt will be able to sustain the pressures of becoming his own nation, I'll need to make him stronger. Ivan, have you ever heard of a werewolf being embraced into vampirism?
I don't know. I don't know very much about werewolves. And the only thing that I know about vampires is from you and Vavochka.
Vavochka is a sad excuse for a vampire. He is half mortal, remember?
Da, but... Wait a minute. Are you going to try and turn a werewolf into a vampire? Is that what you're going to do with little Doran?
Do you think it will work?
I haven't the slightest idea, Kazi. That's your area of expertise, not mine. You won't hurt him too badly though, will you?
Why do you care? You wanted him off your hands, remember?
Da, but like I said, he's a cute little thing and You're right. He's no longer of my concern. But you will let me know how it all turns out, da?
Конечно, comrade.
I see a bad moon rising. I see trouble on the way. I see earthquakes and lightning. I see bad times today. So don't come round tonight. It's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise.
Casimir kept me in isolation after that, and that's where I've been for the last 25 years. I guess maybe he thought I'd be extra dangerous as a hybrid. Or maybe he was just saving me for something. I don't know. He never told me.
But how did you escape? Did he let you go?
Yet, the scary vampire with long white hair took me to Nikolai.
Scary vampire with long white hair?
I don't know his name, but he has long white hair and scars on his face, and he seems to know Nikolai very well. Don't you know him, Taika?
No, I don't. Never mind all that. The important thing is that you are home now, safe and sound, and vampire and werewolf, apparently.
Don't worry, Taika. Not really that bad. Kind of like how you're technically half human and half vampire. I'm half and half too! No, just half werewolf instead of the half human part. It does seem to be a trend, Papa.
Of course it is, Coach Nina. Would you be a dear and show Doran to his old room? Grab a ghost along the way and have them help you clean it up. There's probably all kinds of dust and spider webs in there.
Spider webs? Yes, spiders too, da? None of the vampiric variety, Hetalia.
You've been awfully quiet, Draga. You're not upset with me that I neglected to tell you about Doran, are you? I'm very sorry, Alfie, but I'd assumed him dead, and it was too painful to speak of. Even more so than Zia, because I'd lost him so recently, and
Dude, it's okay. I get it. I understand. I'm not upset with you. It'll take some getting used to. A new family member and all, but I mean, I did it with Dollface and Skittles and Salad, so I can do it with him. Are you cool with all this?
like you said, it will take some getting used to. But honestly, I'm both relieved and overjoyed to have Doran back. I just don't think the reality of it has quite sunk in yet.
And what about this white-haired vampire you don't know? Was that bad?
I don't know. It could be. It could turn out to be very dangerous, Alfie.
I know, and I don't care. I'm still not going anywhere. Come on, Thane, we had this talk. Now let's go welcome your kid home. You know, he's a cute little shit. He seems cool. I think I'll call him Spooks.